Saddlemen Step Up seat, you see it everywhere. Sportsters, dyna, softails, touring. Why is it so popular? Let's talk about it. Alright, what is up everybody? Thanks for stopping by and checking in on another Moto John video today. If you're tuning in and haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down there. Stay up to date on everything we got going on, all the videos we're putting out. Make sure you follow us on Instagram too, @theMotoJohn. So today we're talking seats. Specifically, we're going to be talking the Saddlemen Step Up seat for Harley Sportster. So the Saddlemen Step Up is what I have on my 2019 Iron 1200 Sportster. And more, I mean, you see so many step-up seats out there, the Saddlemen Step Up seat. To me, it seems like maybe one of the most popular seats out there for almost any style bike. Or any style Harley, really. I mean, you see this seat almost everywhere. And it seems like it's even sometimes one of the first... Come on, man, get over. And like I was saying, it seems like a lot of times the Saddlemen Step Up seat, it's like one of the most popular seats. It's one of the first things a lot of people do to their bike to upgrade the seat. So we're going to talk a little bit about it, dissect it, figure out why it is one of the most popular seats out there. And then we're also going to take a closer look at mine specifically, how it looks on the Sportster, why I got it, talk a little bit about the looks, functionality, comfort, all that good stuff. We'll get a closer look at the actual seat here in just a minute. So the seat itself, like I said, is the step-up seat because it's got that little lump in the back, that little hump that steps up there into kind of that passenger pillion. And I think the background of this seat was, I don't know if it was made specifically for kind of the stunt riders or if they just kind of adopted it because of that step up in the back. You know, when you're cranking on the throttle, doing wheelies and stuff, that kind of holds you in place when you're tipping back. That step up back there kind of holds you in place if you're doing wheelies now. I mean, me, I'm not running around doing any wheelies and stuff. I don't know, maybe someday. Nah, just kidding, no wheelies. But anyways, so yeah, and you see it on every kind of style bike that Harley has. It's popular on Sportsters, it's all over on dynas, it's on the new softails. They've got it for touring. And so this seat is all over the place. And for me, I think one of the reasons I got it, I mean, when I got my bike, before I even got the Sportster, I already knew, I don't know why, I just already knew that this was the seat I wanted. I think it was the looks of it. I think the step in the back gives kind of that cool profile, adds some cool lines to the bike. So I knew I wanted this seat before I even had the Sportster, the Iron 1200. Now for me, where I got it, I ordered it on Revzilla. This is a very pricey seat. Probably one of the more expensive ones you could get out there. I think with shipping, tax, whatever, I think it ended up being like $460. So it is an expensive seat. In my opinion, it was definitely worth the investment. I like it for several reasons that we're going to talk about. So before we get into all that and why I got it and why I like it, let me know what seat you guys are rocking down there in the comments. Let me know what seat you got. Or if you have a Saddlemen, let me know what you think of it and why you got it specifically. So for me, when I first got this thing, first impressions of it was like, man, like you pull it out of the box and the craftsmanship and quality is just really on point. Like the stitching, there's a Saddlemen logo stitched in the side. You know, the leather, the gel, all of that in there. The quality was super impressive as soon as I pulled it out of the package. Like I was really impressed with the build, the craftsmanship, the quality of it. And I think that's one of the reasons that it's so popular is, I mean, Saddlemen's just known for their quality and craftsmanship of all their seats. You know, I mean, the step-up seat's not the only one they have. They've got plenty of other styles, plenty of other options out there for Saddlemen. Now, I think one that looks similar to the step-up from another brand, I think is Lucky Dave's, I think it is. They've got one that's similar, kind of with that step-up in the back, but I looked at that one a little bit, just didn't quite like it as much, so I went with the Saddlemen. So for me, big part of it was the looks. So that's number one. Looks are just awesome. I love the lines that it adds to the bike. Gives you a little bit of an aggressive look. Number two, I saw good reviews, read a lot of good reviews about the comfort of it. So the comfort of it I mean, the Iron 1200 stock seat is actually not that bad. I was kind of impressed with that little cafe seat. I'm going to pop a picture of that cafe seat up here for a second. You can take a look at what the Iron 1200 comes stock with. So that stock seat was actually not bad. I mean, it was comfortable. It also had a little bit of a lip on there to hold you in place. Kind of cushy, felt all right, but I mean, who the hell wants to keep the stock seat on their bike? Nobody. But anyway, so the comfort of it, it is a little bit more of a solid, firm gel seat. It's definitely more firm, so if you like a tight, firm, stable surface for your rear to be sitting on, you're definitely going to like this seat. Next, it gives a little bit more space. There's more surface to the seat, and I felt like that just kind of held me on the bike a little bit more, holds you in place a lot better. It is a very firm, wide, solid foundation, which I did like that a lot more over the stock seat. So another thing about this seat is it's going to change your riding position a little bit, because where that step is, and I'll show you guys this in a minute when we hop off the bike, where that step is farther back, so it's actually going to slide you back a little bit farther on the bike, if you know what I mean. You're going to be sitting a little bit farther back, and for me, I really liked that, because that actually gave my legs a little bit of an extension with the mid controls. They were at about 90, now they're a little bit past 90, so they're opened up a little bit, and sliding back farther gave me more reach with the arms, and it opened up my knee a little bit. The stock seat will put you a little bit closer to the tank for a little bit tighter riding position. I mean, that's going to be all preference, however you perceive that. I don't know, I like this. I like having my arms reached out a little bit farther. Being shorter, I like having my leg opened up just a little bit more than it was previously. So that's how you're going to change the riding position with the Saddlemen Step Up. So now kind of to that functionality of it, as far as the break-in period, I'm not going to lie, the break-in period was a little rough on this thing. I mean, they're saying like break this thing in 500 miles, you'll be good to go. This thing was very, very solid and firm for those 500 miles. I was like, man, did I make the right choice here? I was like, this thing's kind of hurting my ass a little bit. But after you get past that, this thing really does break in. It gets real comfortable for you. Now, I'm not going to lie, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't know how it is on other bikes, dyna, softail. It's still just on a Sportster, so, I mean, as far as the suspension is concerned, I'm still, you know, taking a lot of bumps. You feel some of those jolts. Still get a little pressure in the tailbone, a little uncomfortable after like an hour or so, but I think that's going to happen on almost any Sportster with any seat, really. Just hop off, take a break, recover a little bit, and you're good to go. Hop back on and get back to it. So next, I will say that I've had this seat for about 7,000 miles now. It's been a very good quality functional seat for me. I've taken 2 different 1,500 mile road trips on this thing. So I mean, it's firm, but I mean, you can last a while on this. Like I said, you're just gonna have to hop off from time to time, stretch it out, get your gas, take your breaks. Me personally, like I said, I get a little pressure in the tailbone after like an hour or so. You know, I don't know about any of you guys, any of your seats out there, or what any of your experiences have been like with the Saddlemen, but if you have any experiences with the Saddlemen, drop it down there, let me know. So overall, yeah, I would say very positive experience with the Saddlemen Step Up. Definitely would recommend to anyone considering it, get this thing on your bike, Sportster, softail, dyna, right away. Great looking seat, great comfort, great functionality of the seat. So with that said, let's hop off the bike, get a closer look at this thing, show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Looks, comfort, craftsmanship, all that good stuff. Alright, so we just hopped off the bike right here. I'm going to give you a quick look at some of the details I was talking about. From the side profile look here, you can see the Saddlemen seat comes across. You got that step up in the back that comes onto the rear fender. And that's, like I said, that's one of the main things that I really like about it. You're going to get that step up in the back, creates that little ledge you can kind of lean against, going to hold you in place when you're popping up all your wheelies. Nah, just kidding, not me. No wheelies for me. But anyways, like I said, one of the first things I noticed when I pulled it out was just really good detail craftsmanship. You got the Saddlemen logo stitched in here to the side. I got the diamond stitch. There's a couple different finishes that they have. There's like a tuck and roll, there's a flat one, and there's a lot of different customizations you can do with those as well. I know sometimes they'll stitch different like colors in there for you. You can get different colors. I think they have a brown. But yeah, but this is a closer look. You can kind of see the quality and craftsmanship of the seat right here. Again, diamond stitching. I was really impressed with all this as soon as I pulled it out of the seat. This is where you can see it kind of slides you back a little bit farther than the traditional cafe style seat that the Iron 1200 comes with. Kind of stopped like right here, so you slide back a little bit. That gave me more knee extension out onto the mid controls right there. So yeah, that's a little closer up look at the Saddlemen Step Up seat, what it's going to look like on the bike, some of that quality and craftsmanship. If you have any questions about the seat, thinking about it, let me know down in the comments, or just let me know what you think about the seat in general. Let's hop back on the bike. Alright, so we're back on the bike now. That was a quick look and explanation of some of those details I was referring to about the seat. You got to see what that looked like kind of from the side profile position. Also what that step up is going to look like in the back, how it's going to kind of slide you back a little bit into position, that different type of riding position over some other seats and over stock. So now to the next point, like I said at the beginning of the video, why is this seat so popular? What is it? What is it about this seat that makes it so popular? Like I said, you see it on a lot of Sportsters, dyna, softail, touring. Like a lot of times it's like the first thing that people are doing to their bike is throwing the Saddlemen Step Up on there. Now don't get me wrong, I know there's a lot of other seats out there that people like, a lot of other options. But to me, and I don't know if this is anecdotal, but it just seems like the Saddlemen Step Up is the most popular one out there. Why is that? To me, there's a couple things. I think it really comes back to a couple things. Saddlemen being such a reputable company, you know, popular, reputable company. They're known for making great quality stuff. All their seats are great. Two, I think it comes back to the looks and the craftsmanship of it. Like I said, with the lines of that step up, that's what sold me on it. I just love the profile that it adds from the side of the bike. And then I guess, you know, it's comfort too. Like this thing is going to add a little bit of comfort. It's going to give you that cool different riding position that a lot of other seats don't provide. So, I mean, that's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think. Why is this seat so popular? Why is everybody throwing this Saddlemen on their bike? That's my 2 cents on it anyways. So that's going to wrap it up for today. A little conversation about the Saddlemen Step Up seat, what I would consider one of the best and one of the most popular seats out there, probably for any Harley that you're riding. As always, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you go ahead and click that little subscribe button down there. Like this video, make sure you follow us on Instagram too, @TheMotoJohn. As always, ride safe. Catch you on the next one. It's the Moto John. We'll see you all down the road. Peace.